Maya Crown Williams. I'm co-founder of BSAM, Black Speculative Arts Movement. We just completed our event here in the Bronx at Bronx Museum of the Arts. We had many panels, workshops, lectures. We had our full MeccaCon International Film Festival. We had a wonderful turnout. The vendors did well, so I'm just really happy and grateful.
Slide on up and we're here together. Guys, don't underestimate. You guys need to get out. When she's throwing the show, y'all need to come out and support. I'm telling you, I had a great time. I can't wait to get my butt to sit down at one of these shows and come in here in full effect again. I want to thank you, Crown, so much.
Thank you
for inviting me. It was a pleasure.
You.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if all goes well, I will see you in Detroit.
All right.
All right.
September 16th, MeccaCon.
Here we go. BSAM, baby. That's where it is. BSAM. What's up, everybody? Sensei Vegan here, representing the SEV Network. I am at BSAM in the Bronx at the Bronx Museum. This is a slamming show. Came up here to represent. And we're just going to get some wicked footage today. Just going to walk you around to the different vendors. We're going to see some different artists, illustrators, pencilers, inkers. We're just going to lay it down today, but it's a pleasure to be here. And yeah, man, let's get this show underway.
Hi, this is Robert Garrett from Exmo Studios. I'm the writer, publisher, editor for a line of comic books. And right now we're at the Black Spectrum Speculative Film Comic Convention. And it's a rainy day and we're having fun with a whole bunch of great people doing panels and seminars. And some of our books are, giving an idea, is Tool Boy. It's about an African-American League of Assassins based in Harlem. And we're basically working on the next book, the full issue of the concept, which is highlighted in our book, our Spotlight book, which is going to be several of our comics coming out in 2017. The 5th issue of Ajala, a series of Avengers. We have Tool Boy, the 1st issue, and also The Masquerader, which is a concept that I'm working with Damien Portier, based on old-style classic, Flash Gordon concept. And this is our concept called Smoke. And it's based on Eric Moran. He's a big cosplayer. And I designed a concept about a superhero able to change his body literally into smoke. So I tried to keep his name into the concept character. We're also going to have our second book of 12 Files. It's a science fiction based in the future where society is going underground. And the effects of the sun drives you violently insane. So to be outside, you're going to get stomped out by a bunch of homicidal individuals who can't control themselves. So we deal with the 3 family members who are immune to the sun, and the one small individual has a God complex where he believes he needs to save society and bring it back to the surface. So it's a science fiction action adventure series. So, and of course, we're working hard on the next issue of Galto, which is basically about set in the future where there's no U.S. government. Everything's ruled by clan houses, ninja, samurai, yakuza. And this year, we're looking towards doing this in a multimedia project. So take a look and look forward to it. And if you need to find us, we're at xmorestudios.blog. And also just type in Xmore. You'll find us all over. Thank you. Hi, this is Robert Garrett at Xmore Studios, and you're watching SEB Network.
Hey, this is Troy Jeffrey Allen with Fight of the Century, a new comic coming to Kickstarter this June, co-written by myself and
Nick Allen, writer, letterer, partner in crime.
Sounds about right. Fight of the Century is a book about mixed martial arts in the future, where performance-enhancing drugs have become the norm in all professional sports, and our main protagonist, Rex Punga, is fighting the good fight because he wants to keep MMA all natural, and it's an uphill struggle because Brazil, his home country, is the pretty much a hotbed for big pharma and pharmaceutical companies. Complete and total corporatization of Brazil is happening in our story. So,
I mean, we do have some of the interior artwork here that we are showing off here at BSAM. We're having a pretty good showing, and just really excited to introduce people to Rex and the Andrades and get the whole storyline in there. So anybody that's a fan of shows like Black Mirror, Twilight Zone, MMA fans, we're really taking a deep exploration at the sports world and relative to how we live in this asterisk era of sports now. We want to explore what would happen in the future rather than wondering who's actually cheating, just having that all out there and kind of exploring that and seeing what interesting things take place when everybody's coming out of the closet with reference to performance-enhancing drugs.
And I have a quick question for you guys. I'm a comic book creator, and I know what goes into it, but if you can give any advice for anyone looking to get into the comic book industry, become a creator, and another thing, what were your inspirations for creating what you guys have today?
Well, I would say now more than ever, it's easier than ever to get in contact with somebody. The actual creative team, 2 of them we found on Instagram, and the third one was a referral. And we work across 3 different continents, and in real time, we use the latest tech, Facebook, Dropbox, all different Photoshop, and it's really awesome because we all get to work together. I mean, we got guys from Brazil, guys from the Philippines, and all over the place. And the one thing I would say is, just do it, in all honesty. It may seem like the bar is high, but if you have something you're really passionate about, believe it. There's going to be other people that are really passionate about the idea, and you can find them now easier than ever.
Yeah, just to co-sign that. I also want to say, don't listen to all the noise. The industry is an industry comprised of geeks. We're all full of passion, and we all love everything that we do, and I think it's more important than ever now, especially with the rise of the internet and social media, et cetera, that you stick to your guns and make what you want to make for yourself, and that you not listen to all the negativity, and also some of the positive things that might also try to sway your creative control over something. So,
I think I also wanted to mention, part of the reason that we started this story was to have a very inclusive story and have people that look like us in a narrative in, a new, fresh way. It's a very inclusive, diverse story, that goes without saying. We actually started it before that even became a buzzword. So, You know, I guess we're a little bit more senior than some of the larger guys now doing that sort of thing. But I think it's really cool. You know, like I said, we just wanted to see guys that looked a little bit more like us, that were a little bit different, that had a little more depth than you know a lot of people, because, you know, we're more than just our skin color. But at the same time, it's an important part of us and our narrative and why, as a company, we're doing what we're doing.
I mean, I can only speak for myself personally. Like, I mean, Rocky is always going to be an inspiration for any sports story at all. Doesn't matter which one it is, especially Rocky IV in this case, I think. A lot of people have made very pointed comparisons to Rocky IV. You know, I was inspired by some of the documentaries. There's a Monsanto documentary that actually also heavily inspired this, and then from there I went forward and wanted to dive more into what farmers have to deal with and what we have to deal with in terms of pharmaceutical companies as a country and as the world. I think also The Last Boy Scout. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie, but The Last Boy Scout. It was Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. That was a huge inspiration for me personally to make this story. So I wanted a foul-mouthed sports story. That's what I wanted. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I think me and Troy together as writers are also big fans of unlikely heroes, underdogs. Well, I don't know so much about him. I'm kidding. But we're big fans of writing an underdog story in a new way, a new setting, and then we just hope people dig it.
Hey, this is Troy Jeffrey Allen and
Nick Allen,
and you're watching the Sev Network.
Hi, folks. I'm N. Stephen Harris at BSAM, Black Speculative Art Movement. Here selling my works. I have here Brotherhood of the Fringe. And I have Ajala. And books 1 and 2 of Solar Man here. So we're here. Yep. So we're just here selling our wares, representing the Bronx over here in New York City for BSAM. And just doing our thing. So hope you can, well, I can't say you can come on down because it's probably being recorded, so. so you'll probably see it at another date. But we're here selling our works, supporting the community, hoping the community supports us, and doing these wonderful works here. And if you want to check out what I have here, please visit my site at nsworks.bigcartel.com or check out my work on DeviantArt at nstephenharris.deviantart.com. I am also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just search out N. Stephen Harris or N. Stephen H, and you'll catch me on there. And Tumblr as well. Once again, it's N. Stephen Harris, and thank you for watching the Sev Network.
Derek Charles. I'm the writer of the comic book Ninja Express.
And my name is Ojo Newton, and I am the letterer and colorer of Ninja Express.
Ninja Express is an action comedy based on anime and manga and video game culture. It's about a boy named Otaki who joins his high school ninja club. Otaki feels like he's living the life of a side character and he decides to change that. He wants to become a hero, so he joins his club Ninja Express. There he meets the club president Sayaka, who wants to make her club the best club on campus, and she's not above lying, cheating, stealing to do that. So the first volume deals with Ninja Express coming into conflict with the Ninja Beast Assassination Squad, the biggest ninja club on campus.
Who inspired you guys to begin creating and doing what you do today?
When I first conceived the concept for Ninja Express, I was getting back into anime, video games, and comic books. And I was also a recent graduate of college, and I wasn't really interested in anything I actually majored in. So I decided to try my hand at working on my own comic book series. And since I was also into anime, I decided to do an anime-based comic book series.
And for me, I have a graphic designer. I have a background in layout and forming books and whatnot. And I want to help my friend in his project, and that's why I got started.
For the kids out there, what would you tell them if they're looking to get into the comic book industry? What advice would you give them?
If you're looking to write, start writing. If you're looking to draw, start drawing. Don't let your ideas just be ideas. You have to put them out on paper, put them out in the world, and keep practicing until you get good at it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get better at my craft. And I unfortunately don't remember who said this, but someone said finish is better than perfect.
Yeah.
So just get out there and create your art.
For me, it's a study. You know, there's a whole wealth of knowledge on the internet, YouTube, in terms of coloring and how to draw comics. You can find that. Try to get your basic coloring program, or if you're doing the old style ink, pen, and paint, watch those videos and try to follow and try to practice doing it.
Guys, thank you so much. And yeah, man, guys, you heard it from creators. Just be in it to win it and just hone your craft and get it out there. Ninja Express.
I'm Derek Charles.
And I'm Ojo Newton.
And you're watching the Sev Network.
Hey guys, my name is Jerome Walvoord, and I'm the founder and owner of Forward Comics. Forward Comics is a small press publisher based in Brooklyn, New York. We were founded about 5 years ago, and our mission has always been to produce quality stories that are engaging and address things that we don't usually see in mainstream publishing. Along the journey, we came up with this idea to explore short stories that reflect on the immigrant experience. I myself was born in Jamaica, the island Jamaica, of course, not Queens. And my family immigrated to the States in 1986. And it was a very interesting experience for me personally, a very deep experience that I don't usually talk about quite often. But there are several questions and issues that came up in my journey to become an adult and a productive adult here in the States that I believed touched on a particular relatable subject for a lot of immigrants who come to the States. So about 2 years ago, we set out on the course to put together a very unique collection of stories. And what you see here today is the result of that project. We were able to pull together about 30 different writers and artists from 15 different countries to talk about this immigrant experience and what it was like for them personally, to reflect on some aspect of the immigrant experience. So whether it was joyful, challenging, sorrowful, whatever that experience was for them personally, to try to share it in a way that was visual, in a very unique story. We were able to collect that in this collection that you see here. the Guan anthology. And I gotta tell you, it was a tough process. You know, doing something so deep and personal, but yet relatable, presents a very unique challenge. But thankfully, we were able to get it done, and we published in October. And as of the time of doing this interview, we've actually got some great news, which is that we were nominated for 2 Glyph Comic Awards this year. In addition to that, we won the gold medal from the Independent Publishers Book Awards for this year. And I think, for me personally, that really validated the experience of the journey, right? We were able to do something that not only did we start out with something very personal and relatable, but we were able to complete it, get it into physical form, and it created a certain amount of resonance with people that they were able to say that we can put our stamp on this as being a quality work. So if you would like to learn more about the Guan anthology or about Forward Comics, you can visit our website, which is forwardcomics.com. That's COMIX. And you can take a look at our entire catalog, and particularly this collection here, which I think you will enjoy.
I just have one question. Anyone looking to get into comic books, whether you're writing or whether you're going to be an illustrator, what advice would you give them?
I think that's a really good question, and we actually get that question quite often because there are so many folks who are interested in getting into independent publishing and particularly publishing their own stories in a comic book format. It's a very challenging approach to telling stories because it is very labor intensive. So the initial advice I'd give to anyone who's interested is to start small. Come up with a short story that you feel like you can complete, whether it is you are doing both the writing and the art or you're working with someone else. Come up with a 4-page story, 8-page story that you feel like you can sort of start out with and get done in a relatively short period of time. And I'm talking about, can you get it done in 3 months? What can you get done in 3 months? Start with that. And let that be the foundation for you to get to understand all the different aspects and pieces that go into creating a comic book story and getting it into a finished format. Once you've done that short story, it builds up your confidence and your understanding of the process so that you can do something much more involved and that might take a longer period of time. But that, again, shows not just yourself, but also maybe a potential publisher or a collaborator that you can actually conceptualize something, produce it, and get it into physical form. Okay, thanks for watching. My name is Jerome Walvoord from Forward Comics, and thanks for watching SF Network.
All right, everybody, Sensei Vegan here. That is it for this year. BSAM at the Bronx Museum. I had a great time, honestly, man. Anytime that Crown is throwing a show, y'all need to come out and show support. This was a awesome, awesome show. Met some really great people, and looking forward to the next one. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining me. You know why? Because I'm Sensei Vegan here at BSAM. Had a great time representing the SF Network. Hello, good night.